The electric vehicle, EV, stands today as a symbol of innovation and sustainability in the automotive industry. Yet its journey stretches back over a century, marked by technological breakthroughs, economic shifts, and environmental imperatives. This video aims to delve into the detailed history of the electric vehicle, tracing its evolution from its humble beginnings to its resurgence in the modern era. Number 5. The dawn of electric propulsion. In the early 19th century, the seeds of electric vehicle technology were sown as inventors began experimenting with the concept of electric propulsion. This era marked the dawn of a new era in transportation, characterized by the exploration of alternative power sources to traditional steam and combustion engines. Inventors such as Robert Anderson, a Scottish inventor credited with creating one of the earliest electric carriages in the 1830s, played a pivotal role in laying the foundation for electric vehicle development. Meanwhile, in America, Thomas Davenport's electrically powered locomotive demonstrated the feasibility of electric propulsion for transportation purposes. These early experiments set the stage for further innovation, leading to the emergence of electric vehicles in the late 1800s. By this time, electric vehicles had gained popularity for their quiet operation, ease of use, and lack of noxious emissions, making them particularly well-suited for urban environments. Innovators like Gustave Trouvé in France contributed to this burgeoning industry with advancements in electric motor technology and battery design. Collectively, these pioneers paved the way for the widespread adoption of electric vehicles, laying the groundwork for future generations to build upon and refine electric propulsion technology. Number 4. Rise and fall. The electric vehicle in the 20th century. The early 20th century marked a significant period of success for electric vehicles, with notable brands such as Detroit Electric and Baker Electric leading the market. These electric cars were particularly favored by urban dwellers due to their quiet operation, ease of use, and lack of emissions. In bustling cities where short-distance commuting and local delivery services were common, electric vehicles offered a practical and reliable transportation solution. Their popularity soared, and electric cars became a common sight on city streets. However, this era of dominance was short-lived. The emergence of gasoline-powered automobiles posed a formidable challenge to the electric vehicle industry. Advancements in internal combustion engine technology, coupled with the mass production of gasoline vehicles by companies like Ford, drastically reduced their costs and increased their accessibility to the general public. Additionally, the widespread availability of cheap gasoline further tipped the scales in favor of gasoline-powered cars. As a result, electric vehicles gradually lost ground, and by the 1920s, their popularity had waned significantly. Despite their initial success and widespread use in urban settings, electric cars struggled to compete with the convenience, range, and affordability offered by gasoline-powered automobiles, leading to a decline in their market share and eventual relegation to niche markets. Number 3. Revival efforts. EVs in the late 20th century. In the late 20th century, a confluence of environmental concerns, including air pollution, oil dependence, and the emerging threat of climate change, sparked a renewed interest in electric vehicles. With growing awareness of the detrimental effects of traditional gasoline-powered vehicles on the environment and public health, governments and environmental advocates began seeking alternative transportation solutions. California, in particular, took a proactive stance by implementing the Zero-Emission Vehicle (ZEV) mandate in the 1990s, which required automakers to produce a certain percentage of vehicles with zero tailpipe emissions. This regulatory push incentivized automakers to explore electric vehicle technology, leading to the introduction of pioneering models such as the GM EV1, Toyota RAV4 EV, and Honda EV+. Despite initial enthusiasm and regulatory pressure, electric vehicles faced significant hurdles to widespread adoption. One of the primary challenges was the limited driving range of early electric cars, which often fell short of meeting the needs of consumers accustomed to the convenience of gasoline-powered vehicles. Additionally, high production costs and the relatively nascent state of battery technology contributed to the steep price tags of electric cars, making them less economically attractive to mainstream consumers. Furthermore, the lack of charging infrastructure posed a practical barrier to electric vehicle adoption, as drivers were concerned about the availability of charging stations and the inconvenience of long charging times. These factors collectively hindered the widespread adoption of electric vehicles, leading many automakers to halt production or limit their electric vehicle offerings in the face of tepid consumer demand and economic viability concerns. Despite these setbacks, the groundwork laid during this period would later pave the way for the resurgence of electric vehicles with improved technology, infrastructure, and consumer acceptance in the 21st century. Number 2. 21st Century Renaissance. Electric vehicles enter the mainstream. In the 21st century, a confluence of factors has led to the resurgence of electric vehicles, EVs, as viable alternatives to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. Foremost among these factors are significant technological advancements, particularly in battery technology and electric drivetrains. Breakthroughs in battery chemistry and engineering have enabled the development of lithium-ion batteries with higher energy density, improved longevity, and faster charging capabilities. These advancements have extended the driving range of electric vehicles while reducing charging times, addressing two of the primary concerns that had previously hindered their widespread adoption. A pivotal moment in the resurgence of EVs came with the introduction of the Tesla Roadster in 2008. Tesla's groundbreaking electric sports car demonstrated that electric vehicles could offer not only environmental sustainability, but also high performance and impressive driving range. The Roadster's success challenged traditional perceptions of electric cars as slow and practical, catalyzing a shift in consumer attitudes towards EVs. Government incentives and environmental regulations have played a crucial role in driving the proliferation of electric vehicles. Many governments around the world have introduced subsidies, tax credits, and other incentives to promote the adoption of electric vehicles as part of efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat air pollution. Concurrently, stringent emissions standards and regulations have incentivized automakers to invest in electrification and develop cleaner, more sustainable transportation solutions. Growing consumer awareness and demand for eco-friendly transportation have further fueled the expansion of the EV market. Increasing concerns about climate change, air quality, and energy security have prompted consumers to seek alternatives to traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. The availability of electric vehicles from major automakers such as Nissan, Chevrolet, BMW, and Volkswagen, offering a range of models to suit different preferences and budgets, has provided consumers with more choices and contributed to the mainstreaming of EVs. The development of fast-charging infrastructure and the establishment of electric vehicle charging networks have addressed one of the most significant barriers to EV adoption: range anxiety. The widespread deployment of fast-charging stations along highways and in urban areas has made long-distance travel in electric vehicles more feasible and convenient. Additionally, advancements in charging technology such as ultra-fast chargers capable of replenishing a significant portion of a vehicle's battery capacity in a short amount of time have further enhanced the appeal of EVs for mainstream consumers. Overall, these developments have made electric vehicles a viable and increasingly attractive option for a growing number of drivers, accelerating the transition towards a more sustainable transportation future. Number 1. Future prospects and challenges. The electric vehicle, EV, market is experiencing exponential growth, driven by a combination of technological advancements, changing consumer preferences, and government policies aimed at reducing emissions and promoting sustainable transportation. Forecasts consistently project significant expansion in EV sales and market share in the coming years, reflecting the increasing adoption of electric vehicles across the globe. This growth trajectory is fueled by ongoing developments in battery technology, which represent a critical component of electric vehicle performance and affordability. Advances in battery technology, such as the development of solid-state batteries and improvements in energy density, hold the promise of revolutionizing the electric vehicle industry. Solid-state batteries offer several advantages over traditional lithium-ion batteries, including higher energy density, faster charging times, and improved safety. These innovations not only extend the driving range of electric vehicles, but also enhance their performance and reduce costs, making EVs more competitive with conventional gasoline-powered vehicles. Despite the promising outlook for electric vehicles, several challenges remain that could potentially hinder their widespread adoption. One significant challenge is the need for further infrastructure development to support the growing demand for electric vehicle charging. While significant progress has been made in expanding charging networks, particularly in urban areas and along major highways, gaps in coverage still exist, particularly in rural and remote regions. Addressing these infrastructure gaps is essential to ensuring the accessibility and convenience of electric vehicle ownership for all consumers. Another challenge is overcoming the inherent range limitations of electric vehicles. While advances in battery technology have significantly improved driving range anxiety, the fear of running out of battery charge before reaching a charging station remains a concern for some consumers. Continued research and development efforts aimed at increasing battery energy density, improving charging efficiency, and expanding fast charging capabilities are crucial for alleviating range anxiety and enhancing the practicality of electric vehicles for everyday use. Additionally, concerns regarding the environmental impact of battery production and disposal pose challenges to the long-term sustainability of electric vehicles. The mining and processing of raw materials for battery production, as well as the recycling or disposal of spent batteries, can have environmental consequences if not managed properly. Efforts to develop more sustainable battery manufacturing processes, improve recycling technologies, and establish robust battery stewardship programs are essential for minimizing the environmental footprint of electric vehicles throughout their lifecycle. Join us in shaping the future of transportation. Subscribe now for the latest updates on electric vehicles and sustainable mobility.